off for rehearsals and not everybody can come every time. So I'm really proud of the progress they've made. So we're going to go ahead and start with March of the Hobgoblins. For those of you who know music, that's in 6/8 time. It's a little bit more challenging to play in, and they stepped it up and they got it. So I'm really proud of them. Before I move on, I hear that we have a parent with a birthday. Miss Dixon? Where's your mom? Point her out. Happy birthday! We didn't have time to prepare the actual song. Are there any other people in the audience tonight with a birthday? Okay, stand up if you have a birthday. We're going to do our Brown Bride's birthday song for you. Y'all ready? Ready? One, two, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy, happy birthday. Woo! Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy, happy birthday. We appreciate you spending your birthday with us tonight. We appreciate y'all spending your birthday with us tonight. I figured we'd give you a little bit of a shout out, or a lot of a shout out, because, you could have been doing something else, but you're here supporting us, so thank you very much, y'all. Our next tune is one that you probably recognize, Pirates of the Caribbean, or however y'all say it. Dark Adventure, I'd like to thank all of our teachers that are here tonight. I won't make you stand up, but thank you all for allowing students to come out of class for rehearsal when we needed it. Ms. Jackson's back there. Thank you, Ms. Jackson, Ms. Penrose, for supporting us with everything we need. If I have a request, it's almost always a yes, and that's awesome. They're very supportive of us, so thank you very much. And once again, thank you parents for listening to your children practice and bringing them to all of our events and all that. It doesn't go unnoticed. It's very much appreciated. Our next tune is Dark Adventure. Flow sections are very difficult to put together, and we haven't really had a lot of time to do that, and they pulled it off. Good job, guys. I'm going to take this moment to quickly talk to you about all county auditions. Brass and percussion are Monday at Ferry Pass at 5:30. If they're planning to audition, make sure they're there a little early to sign in. I will send a contract home this week and another letter reminding you of all the details. Woodwinds are Tuesday, starting at 5:30 after I pass as well. Also, just a reminder, the football game at Washington is Friday night. I was informed yesterday that their halftime show is actually going to be performed after the game because it's homecoming. So if you would like to watch the halftime show, make sure you plan to stay for the entire game. You'll still sign your student out with me after their homecoming halftime, and then you can stay for the remainder of the game and watch that if you'd like to. And students will be playing in the stands with the Washington High School Band for the first half of the game. Make sure, if you don't have a drug consent form in for that game, you've got to have it by Friday. Okay? All right, we're going to move on. Our next tune is Mechanical Monsters. difference between what they can do now versus when you first heard them start practicing. This is only beginners. They sounded great for just starting their instruments a couple months ago. I am super excited for what's going to happen this school year and their entire middle school career. We will end the concert with Zombie Stomp as a full group. If you are able to stay and help us stack chairs and do all that, I'd be super appreciative because the more of us that work, the quicker we'll get out of here. And they have basketball practice in the morning, so we have to have the gym completely clear. And I'll need to get the balloon columns out into the lobby too, so we want to drag them out. All right, Zombie Stomp. All right, thank you again.